And now, on the Best of the Marc Berman Radio Show podcast, my interview from 2011 with the Red Rocker, Sammy Hagar. Yes, Sammy Hagar in Atlantic City. Keep in mind, all references during this interview are from 2011. But you can still buy his book and all of his records. And now, Sammy Hagar. He's a bona fide American rock star. We can go back in time. You want to talk about Montrose? You want to talk about Van Halen? Okay, you know all about that. The solo career, the Wabos, Chickenfoot. Look, he's the Red Rocker, Sammy Hagar, and I got him for a couple seconds right here. Great to see you, man.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Marc Berman Show. This is excellent.
Thank you, Mark. I'm happy to be here in New Jersey. You live here?
Yeah, I do, actually. I live in town, and, I got a great job because I get to talk to all of you guys when you come in for NJ.com.
Well, it's what you need to do. Then you need to get your butt over to the Beach Bar and Grill, have a couple margaritas and a burger, and support the kids in this community, because that's what I do with that money.
Now, I got to tell you something. He's right. He just came. He appears here at House of Blues tonight in just minutes. He just came from Sammy's Beach Bar over at Bally's. Now, word got out that you were going to be there, so so the line went up to the boardwalk. But okay, he went in and talked to everybody in the crowd, went through that crowd, spent time over there, even though you knew you had to come back here. You had to come back here for a sound check. Boy, that was amazing.
Well, yeah, it's a trip. It's like when I'm here, what am I supposed to do? Everyone knows I got to go over there. It's like, and I'd rather just go over there when it was calm, when I wasn't playing in town and not so many fans, because I could go there and sit down and have a burger and enjoy myself. But instead, I had to walk around, take a picture, shaking hands. But I love it. I'm so proud of my fans for supporting everything I've done. I mean, my book went #1 because of my fans, not because it was me, not because Sammy Hagar is such a big star. I got great fans. They rush out and they do it. The tequila, everyone knows, what happened with that. The Cabo Wabo, the place is packed. I'm luckiest rock star in the world. I like person.
Okay, you have all that. You've done it. The book. It's a #1 New York Times bestseller, read, uncensored life of a rock star.
My uncensored life of a rock.
Well, it's your uncensored life. So tell us a little bit about, give us a teaser of the book, because it just came out. I mean, it came out and went right to, when it came out, I believe it went to #3, it hit #1.
It went straight
and it
to
went
number one
for
2 weeks, and it went down to number 3.
This is incredible. So
it is. It's unheard of for a rock star. I mean, Keith Richards' book went to #1 after 3 weeks, but his book was fantastic. I mean, this is Keith Richards, but normally rock star books don't go to #1. They don't even make the top 10 usually. So I guess myself, Keith Richards, and Steven Tyler, who didn't go to #1, but he sold a lot of books, jumped into the top 10. We kind of changed it up. So you're going to see a lot of rock biographies coming up, folks. Yeah. And everyone goes, oh, hey, let's go do that. But quite honestly, I wrote that book for my fans, once again, because they deserve to know where I came from and what they're buying into all these years. What the real person they've been supporting. They don't ever get to get up close and personal. Walk through the Beach Bar and Grill is hardly reading the book. You read the book, you get to know exactly who I am and where I came from and where I'm going and where my heart is. And that's why I wrote it. I really wanted to give them something, a closer look. So that's what you get from the book. You get a real close look, and you get some stories that, that even I'm shocked. When I read my own book, first telling the story is one thing, right? You're sitting there telling the story to another, a journalist who's asking you questions and trying to probe things out of you. And then, they write it all down, they transcribe it, and you read it, and you go, I just went, wow. I'm shocked that I did all that, and still here to tell it. It's great. It's good. It's a good read. It wouldn't have been #1 if it wasn't.
And that's the truth. Now, I was out there while you were doing your sound check. Sounds incredible. But I was looking at, and I saw a resume. Somebody submitted a resume for the Wabos. He's a rocker. He appears sometimes. He stands and goes in with bands down here sometimes. He has a day job, though. I saw that he's the Eastern Division president of Caesars Entertainment. But Don Marandino wants to be a Wabo.
Don Marandino is a Wabo. He's the 5th Wabo, Don has been my dear friend forever. He supports things I do. You know, when the tequila came out, he was the first guy to put it in his places where he had the power to put it in the back bar. It was there. He puts a Beach Bar and Grill in here. He put a Cabo Wabo in Lake Tahoe. You know, he just, when he was there.
Yeah.
And Don's just a dear friend. And when I called him up, I said, I'm doing 2 shows this Friday and Saturday in Detroit in the stadium with Kid Rock. We sold out 2 nights in the Detroit stadium. And I didn't want to just go cold. I'm not on tour. So Kid called me up and says, hey, man, you know, you want to come and do these shows with me? It's my hometown. I want to do something for the people and do something great. I said, absolutely. So I took it. Then all of a sudden I went, what am I doing? I'm going to go up in front of 70,000 people, a little bit rusty. So I called Don. I said, Don, I need a gig on Wednesday. He goes, boom. You know what I mean? Wow. That's the kind of friend you got in Don Marandino. So it was perfect. So here we are, and I get to go to the Beach Bar and Grill. I get to see my own place that's been here for a month, and I haven't been here yet. So
you're doing this tonight, Wednesday night. We're here at House of Blues because you're going out to be on stage with Kid Rock and be out there. And then this is quite amazing for him to do this and put you in here.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
A good friend.
Like, you know, exactly. Like I don't have many. Most promoters, if you say, hey, I want to do a show, the first thing they say is, well, I got 7, you know, shows for you to do, and you know, they want you to go on tour. You know, your agent, everyone. But Don Marandino, I said, no, Don, I don't want to go on tour. I just finished the Chickenfoot record. I'm just about to go, you know, promote that, and Chickenfoot will go on tour eventually. But I'm going, no, I just don't want to do a whole tour, but I wanted to do these shows with Kid Rock because it's a big deal for, you know, going and play 2 nights in Detroit in a stadium, you know, and so Don says, yeah, I mean, that's the kind of buddy you got. I'm serious. He's awesome. He supports music. He supports people. You know, we support kids with the Beach Bar and Grill. He's a good guy. I don't like to say, I wouldn't say this to his face because his head starts swelling, and he thinks he looks like me as it is. So, you know, if he had a much bigger head, you might think he was.
I have to add, he's a friend too, and he's great for this town. Yeah. He has brought a lot to Atlantic City. Of course, he's from Brigantine, so we thank him for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hometown boy. Yeah, doing well, good things in your hometown. Now, John's a genius, man. He's one of the few guys of the new casino guys. You know, the old casino guys in the old days were, you know, all about just gaming and just about, okay, you know, like slot machines and smoking cigars and taking care of the high rollers. Don is a rocker. He takes care of the music. He wants the restaurants to be better. He wants entertainment to be really good, and he's very cool. He's good for this business.
I agree. He truly is. Hey, Bigfoot with, you know, Chickenfoot. What's this? You guys just put something out.
Yeah. We got a new song just came out at Rock called Bigfoot, and the CD's Chickenfoot 3, which is a kind of a joke, but the CD is certainly not a joke. It come out at the end of September, and it's awesome. Honestly, best record I've ever made in my life, and Joe will tell you that. Chad will tell you that. Michael Anthony will tell you that. It's really, really great record.
Sammy and Satriani. Oh, come on. That's big. Listen, I want to thank you for spending a few minutes. You are the best, man. You're going to go out tonight. You're going to kick some ass here in Atlantic City.
That's a done deal.
Yeah.
I haven't done it yet, but it's a done deal. Consider it done.
Sammy Hagar on the Marc Berman Show.
We listen to the Marc Berman Radio Show.
Why? Most of what we find on terrestrial radio to be stale and pretty much sucks.
The Marc Berman Show sucks less.
Listen anywhere. We live in Los Angeles and listen at BermanLive.com.